Hello, this is Paul Stokes backstage at the 2016 Q Awards. I've been joined by The Edge and Adam from U2, who have won Best Live Act. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Feels
great
good
to be here.
It's great to be here.
We like this place. We like the venue.
It's a good venue, isn't it? It's a good venue. Big tour this year, but kind of reinvented U2 playing indoors, because you hadn't done that for a while on a global level, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it's a venue size that we've always loved. It took us a while to get into it, you know, because we resisted moving out of theatres into arenas. But once we got into it, we love that size venue, and there's more and more of them around, so it's easier to put on a tour. The O2 in London, Glasgow's a fantastic venue. Belfast has got one. Dublin's got one. So we're really loving it, and the production was something that we put a lot of thought into, and when it worked out the way it worked out, it was a real thrill for us.
A literal trip down memory lane for anyone who's seen the show, with the way it showed everything.
It was a little bit like it was about where we came from. You know, we started out in punk Dublin, and we ended up in London in the O2. You know, it was great.
Is it great not having to worry about the weather? Because obviously when you had the Claw on tour, the chance of rain.
Yeah, it's one of the problems of the outdoor shows. But I think it was also with the configuration of the production, we got the chance to be even closer to people than even a normal arena show. So that was such a great thing. We really felt that intimacy and that proximity to every person in the crowd, and made it so much better for us.
And a special gig in Paris as well.
Yeah, after having to cancel our shows because of the Paris attacks, to get back there so quickly was really a thrill for us. We made the commitment when we pulled the shows that we would be back as soon as we could, so it was really good to be back so quickly.
It was icing on the cake that the Eagles of Death Metal could finally play their Paris gig, and Patti Smith was along one of the nights as well, which was great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Now, giving the game away slightly, The Edge has also won another award, the Q Gibson Les Paul Award this evening. Gibson's a popular guitar with you. I hear a story of you going to New York in 1978 and picking up a Gibson.
That's right. Yeah, I went into a shop in New York without knowing what I was going to walk out with, and tried a few guitars and picked this Gibson Explorer off the shelf, and within like 5 minutes I realized that was the guitar that I was going to go home with. I could feel there were songs in it, you know, that was the feeling I got. So that guitar did the first album, the only guitar we had for the whole first album, and pretty much every tour until I think the last tour, when I finally retired it and brought a newer model out. But yeah, love Gibson guitars.
And you're a fan of the Les Paul as well, I presume, having seen you played a few over the years?
I am a big fan of the Les Pauls, and a big fan of Les Paul himself, for lots of reasons. But I think he was an innovator, he was a scientist and an inventor himself, as well as a musician, and I reckon, you know, for that reason he's kind of my man.
Just fine.
The Edge is a man of many guitars, it has to be said. He may have started out with just one, but it grew.
I hear he has a few, yeah.
I do at this point. But they all sound different, Adam, that's the point.